Y'all, some of y'all favorite politicians, they going down to the ground. What? Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping by to see me today. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Something always happening every day. Epstein files, y'all. How many people do you think is going down for this? Put it on down there in the comments section. Is it bad as it looks, y'all? Oh, it's bad. It's bad. Anytime you trafficking women, children, it's bad. And especially if it's your favorite politician that you voted for, especially them. But really and truly, it's bad no matter who it is, okay? But I'm going to play this video for you today. Y'all, be patient with me, okay? This guy's going to explain some stuff and talk about how the Dems are stepping down, going to step down. But I say, too, it's not just going to be the Democrats. It's not just going to be them. Okay? It's going to be millionaires, billionaires. I can't even talk this morning. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. I'm up early, going shopping later. Okay? For turkey food, for Thanksgiving, stuff like that. Politicians going down, celebrities going down. Politicians on the right and the left and stuck in the middle. All of those people going down. Y'all about to see it unfold. But don't be surprised, like I said, if something else start happening. A distraction. Coming to a city or state near you, like I always say. Don't be surprised if somebody said, we got to do something, okay? We got to get this off us. We got to get the attention off of us. Start something. I don't care. Blow up something. We don't care. But just do it. Do it. It's coming. I just don't know when, y'all. I don't know when. Just watch. There's always a distraction when stuff start happening to politicians. All right. Thank you for the PayPal, the Cash App. Thank you for the blessing. Thank you for the super thanks. Thank you so very much for buying my soap. That's going to go on sale deep because I'm trying to get rid of it deep next week. So look for it on Monday. Going on sale. Okay. Before Thanksgiving. I'm doing a Black Friday before Thanksgiving. All right. To get rid of the soap and the perfume. I don't know. I might keep the perfume. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. All right. But I want to do products that I don't have to make. All right? Make. But thank you for going over there at Knick-Knack Haven. Look at this purse, y'all. How many of y'all like this? This is so cute. So cute. I like purses, but you know what, though? I'm not going to say this ain't my style. It's just that I have to have so much stuff in my purse. Insulin, stuff like that I have to have because I have certain situations going on. But this is so cute, so clean on the inside too. It's going to be on knickknackhaven.com. I'm not just going to sell knickknacks. I'm going to sell some clothing and some purses and some jewelry. Jewelry coming up soon, y'all. Coming up real soon. That is so cute. Y'all going to like that. Y'all really going to like it. And not only this, I want to show y'all this right here. I can't remember if I showed y'all this or not. This is a frame. And that's not glass. That's like a plastic or something like that. But what's unique about this, y'all? Look at that. What's unique? This is so cute. I'm trying to get a close up so y'all can see. It's vintage, of course. But when I turn this on, the light comes on. You can see it at night. It is adorable. Adorable. It's made out of resin. Resin. Don't worry, y'all. I'm going to get that other channel started so I can stop doing this to y'all. Because I know some of y'all be like, damn, here she go again with this knick-knack stuff. Yes. Look at this. This is a ginger jar. Ginger jar, y'all. Got this cute fish on it. Design, blue and white. Somebody tell me down in the comment section, what the heck is a ginger jar? What do they put in this, huh? Some of y'all know. Put it on down in the comment section. This item is new right here. It is so nice. Oh, I love it. I'll find something to put in if I can't sell it, but I'm sure somebody's going to buy it. Y'all got to be quick now. You got to be quick. You got to be quick because those people they be buying that stuff. All right? That's it. That's the last item. Let me go to the video now. All right. Here we go, y'all. Ooh, dims are being removed. It ain't just dims, like I said. Don't believe that. It's going to be more than that. All right.
Condemning Delegate Stacy Plaskett and removing her from the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence for conduct that reflects the discredibility on the House of Representatives for colluding with convicted felon and offender Jeffrey Epstein.
Who's that lady? Who is she? Oh, Lord, they starting already, y'all. Starting already. It ain't the end, all right? Get ready for some more.
During a congressional hearing.
I got big breaking news, and I need you to pay very close attention. Smash the like button very fast because it's about to get pretty crazy. The Democrats got exactly what they wanted with the House voting to release the Epstein files. But what's coming out, I told you, it's not going to help any of these Democrats.
So why did they vote? Why did they push it? Why did they push it to be open when they know that some of them are in it? Like I said, they thought it wasn't going to be approved, y'all. They want to seem like the good guy so they get more votes next year. Okay? There's a, what they call that election? Midterm election. When they voting for, what they voting for? Congress, senators, their time is coming up for them to be reelected. So they want to look good. We are the ones who want the Epstein files open, but Trump wouldn't open them. They wanted to look good. Now they finna get tore up. Yeah, it's true.
I got two big things happening. A Democrat removal process happening right now with someone that we have already spoken about, a Democrat. But first, before we get to that story, I have this one that is absolutely wild from Hakeem Jeffries, who was asking to have dinners and asking for donations to guess who? He was asking that from Jeffrey Epstein. He wanted that from Jeffrey Epstein.
The main one who talked about Trump and others hanging with Epstein. And he's doing the same damn thing that he talked about Trump on. Just like some of you do the same thing. You talk smack about other people and you doing the same damn thing. But you want to ridicule somebody like you ain't got no damn sin in your life. And you ain't gonna never sin again. Doing the same damn thing over and over and over. And got your nerves to talk about somebody. Woo!
After Jeffrey Epstein was already a convicted pedophile. Well, if you don't believe me, here is James Comer in front of the world letting you know that Democrats were playing a very different game. And this is why when Trump says this is a Democrat hoax, this is what he means when he says that. Ladies and gentlemen, take a listen to this, and then we'll go through the Democrat removal process that is happening at the House right now. This is absolutely crazy. Take a listen.
Colleagues' coordination with Epstein. Another email shows Democrat fundraisers invited Epstein to an event
or to meet privately with Hakeem Jeffries.
What do you think was going on, y'all, when they was meeting? You think he was bringing some girls with him? They knew what Epstein was doing. They knew what he was doing. They did, but they didn't cut themselves from him. They wanted money from him. Donate us some money. We'll keep our mouth shut.
As part of their 2013 effort to win a majority. So Hakeem Jeffries' campaign solicited money from Jeffrey Epstein. That's what we found in the last document batch.
Not him, not Hakeem Jeffries, not him, not the man who bashed Trump all the damn time and the Republicans, not him. You can't tell me he did that. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me not him. Oh, no.
Underscore why former President Trump must appear for his deposition. We've subpoenaed him. To date, the Democrats have done nothing to help us secure his appearance.
They subpoena him. The Democrats ain't going to help you. They ain't going to help you. You might have to go to a judge or something. You just might have to. Because he's got to give answers. He's got to answer questions. Okay. They need to know why. Why you talk about Trump so damn bad and you doing worse than Trump?
I support full transparency. The Oversight Committee will continue to work to get the truth to the American people and to get justice for the victims. That's our goal of this investigation. With that, I yield back.
You know what I noticed? Neither one of them victims said Trump did anything to them. Neither one. You ain't going to find one. Not one. If you find one, let me know. Email me at sandfayreacts.com. One victim who said, I'm talking about the Epstein victims, those victims. We ain't talking about no damn Stormy Daniels and whatever, who else claimed that Trump rubbed them, touched them, said bad stuff about them. We ain't talking about them. Okay, we're not talking about those.
You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Well, I have some more documents here that we got to talk about. So wait, Hakeem Jeffries, the same guy who has been on television every day on MSNBC and ABC and NBC and all the BCs, all the mainstream liberal media, saying that Trump is hiding something. Trump is hiding something.
When he's hiding something. He didn't tell nobody about that. He didn't tell nobody about he trying to get money from Epstein. He didn't tell nobody that. He act like he ain't never had no communication with Epstein. He didn't tell nobody. Nobody. Well, I'm pretty sure some of his colleagues knew. They knew because, hell, they probably doing the same damn thing.
But this is the same guy who wanted to work with Jeffrey Epstein.
Right.
When we already know what he was, you already knew what he was at that time. Yeah. But it gets more interesting because all of this rounds out to one result. Get Trump. Not the victims, not justice, but get Trump.
Get Trump. We don't care about the victims. We don't want to help them. Okay? Because we are involved with those victims. Just get Trump. Let's blame him. Get Trump, get Trump, get Trump. Even though he's in office right now. Get him, get him, get him. So we can try to impeach him. Get him. Any means necessary.
Trump is saying the obsession over this has become that we can use this and manufacture redactions that make it look like Trump was this, that, and the third. But here we go. Right. So Hakeem Jeffries invited Epstein to a dinner to solicit money from him in 2013 after Epstein was already convicted for...
He was already convicted, so he knew what Epstein was convicted of. And he still tried to go get some money from Epstein. What does that say about Hakeem Jeffries? I'm talking to the trolls and the Democrats that come over here. What does that say about your man? That y'all love so much. What does that say about him? They knew he was a pedo. They knew it. He knew it. The rest of them knew it. But they still wanted money, even though he was convicted.
Procuring a child for prostitution. Ooh. Again, these are all the facts that are coming out as to these people that claim. And again, you guys can find this on X, you can find this on Google, you can find this on the New York Post, you can find this in many different areas. where you can watch this. This is from the House Oversight Committee. It's been...
So he's trying to say this is not conspiracy. You can find this everywhere. Go look it up. Look it up. Now, CNN, ABC, NBC, all of them may not show it. They may not. Okay? They don't want y'all to know about this. They don't want y'all to know about Hakeem Jeffries and these other people. They don't want you to know.
put out there. Hakeem Jeffries positions himself for a long career in Washington. Hakeem Jeffries is only out months. It has his breakdown and what he's looking forward to by, again, trying to get money from Hakeem Jeffries. So this is bombshell information for the simple fact that Hakeem Jeffries sits up there and talks about President Trump.
Pause it and read it. Pause it and read it. Ooh, it's too tiny for me to read. Pause it and read it.
An Epstein connection all the time. But he was trying to get money. He was trying to solicit this guy, knowing who he was at the time. So, again, this is not going to turn out good for the Democrats at all. And this is where it gets pretty crazy, because now we go to the Democrat removal process, right? Censured Democrat Stacey Plaskett, who, again, from the Virgin Islands, we have the actual video of her texting Jeffrey Epstein to get information against Trump during a congressional hearing.
Trying to involve Trump. Epstein, tell us something. Give us something that we can use against Trump. Epstein would not lie on Trump, though. He wouldn't do it. He couldn't give him nothing because he didn't have nothing. Trump didn't do nothing. All right. Crooked as hell, y'all. You don't think other politicians did this to Trump? To try to get information? Try to get people to lie? You don't think so? Even the Republican rhinos, they did it too, y'all. They did it. It wasn't just the Democrats. It wasn't.
Again, stick with me here because it gets pretty crazy. The removal process has begun, but why has it begun? Let's actually go to the very moment where it was happening. I'm going to go through it. I'm going to mute the audio so that way you guys can see exactly what is going on. So it's a good day for Democrats to condemn Stacey Plaskett, who was texting Jeffrey Epstein from a congressional hearing seeking advice on questioning a discredited witness with a vendetta against Trump, which was Michael Cohen, Trump's former lawyer. And again, this is when it was happening. Text from Jeffrey Epstein. We have the time and we have the message. And she is on her phone during a congressional hearing, getting information to try to frame President Trump at that time. This is why this is all so crazy. And this is why she is facing a removal. So text from, this is a text now from Jeffrey Epstein. They're doing a timeline. As you can see, they're doing a time lapse of the time and the date. This is back in 2019. And this is where she begins to ask the questions that she was getting from Jeffrey Epstein. That's his assistant. They were talking about Rona. They were trying to get Michael Cohen because it seems like Michael Cohen, who was testifying against Trump, is pretty much knowing that this is the information that is going to come out. And here she is asking that question. And you'll know in just one moment why this is very important.
Mr. Weisenberg and other individuals, Ms. Rona. Who are those individuals? Are they with the Trump organization?
They are.
Are there other people that we should be meeting with?
So Alan Weisselberg is the chief financial officer.
You got to quickly give us as many names as you can so we can get to them.
Yes, ma'am.
And
so again, she was using that information and asking Michael Cohen at the time about these people because she was receiving text messages during that time. This is all proven facts.
Low down heifer. Low down sapsucker. What type of man does she have? You better beware, mister, of this woman right here. You better not cross this woman. You better not. Or you going down. Woo, Lord. Yeah, she's diabolical, y'all. She is.
You can go to New York Times, you can go to New York Post. This is all verified by mostly everybody who is very credible. So we already know this. So because of that, Democrats are beginning to melt down because of this. So now Republicans are moving to, again, breaking news. Ralph Norman has just filed to censure Democrat Representative Stacey Plaskett and remove her from Intel Committee for colluding with Jeffrey Epstein during a hearing. Take a listen to this nastiness from the Democrats. And again, this is all coming to bite them because they thought that Trump would not pull the trigger.
Right.
I'm glad that Trump and his advisors are advising them that you can't give the Democrats a lifeline with this because they're trying to run away all the way to the midterms with this Epstein stuff. Release everything, and I promise you, they'll regret every moment of it. They're already doing that right now. Take a listen.
Resolution 888, censoring and condemning Delegate Stacey Plaskett and removing her from the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence for conduct that reflects the discredibility on the House of Representatives for colluding with convicted felon and offender Jeffrey Epstein during a congressional hearing. Whereas Stacey Plaskett, the delegate representing the United States Virgin Islands in the House of Representatives, inappropriately coordinated in real time with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
I'm sorry y'all had to see that snot. Continue on.
In a congressional hearing in February of 2019. Whereas Delegate Plaskett was actively coached by Epstein during the hearing, receiving instructions on specific lines of questioning, and was congratulated after the message by Mr. Epstein, good work. Whereas Jeffrey Epstein, the Speaker of the House, is not in order.
They want him to stop, y'all. Stop it. Stop it. Damn, you messing us up. Stop it. People watching this, millions of people. Stop it. Hurry up. Get your ass off of there.
The gentleman has the floor. The chair would again ask the body to please observe the quorum and keep conversations to a minimum.
So Democrats are getting very loud because he is exposing exactly what we already knew, right, from this report that is not getting talked about enough. This is a crazy violation. Democrats in full contact with Jeffrey Epstein, the same person that they're trying to say was the perpetrator of Trump. That's what it's coming down to. So she's out of here. We already know this.
She ain't gonna be the only one. Just wait. Each day they're gonna find something. They're gonna find something in those files. Were those text messages in the file? How did they know all this stuff? How? Put it on down in the comment section. Was that part of the undercover stuff? Was it that they didn't want us to know about? Is it?
Democrats don't run the House. They don't run the Senate. So we already know what Republicans will do here and the House will do here. So now Democrats are panicking. Here is Jamie Ratskin, who is now threatening anyone who votes to remove Stacey Plaskett. Take a listen to how Democrats are trying to protect their own, right? After knowing that she was flat out texting Jeffrey Epstein.
Well, they want to give them another headline, which is that they've arraigned a Democratic member for taking a phone call from her constituent, Jeffrey Epstein, in the middle of a hearing. And of course, I don't think there's any rule here against taking phone calls in a hearing.
It's what the phone call was about, fool, okay? That's what's concerning. What the phone call was about, okay? Trying to do corruption. Trying to make sure Trump don't win. Trying to make sure. That's what the phone call was about. That's what they're concerned about. They don't give a damn that she got a phone call. Hell, it's what she was trying to do to Trump. They act like y'all stupid. But some of y'all are, though. You are. I could tell down in the comment section.
If you want to actually give her the chance to explain what happened, then we would take it to the ethics committee. I still don't see what the charge is. Where is the ethical transgression? Where is the legal transgression? Are you saying anybody on your side of the aisle who had a phone call with Jeffrey Epstein should be censured? Be careful your answer there, because there's a lot more that's about to come out, right? So you should think about what is the...
He knows. He says a lot more about to come out, right? Y'all trying to censor her. I know some of you damn Republicans done did something too with Jeffrey Epstein. I know you have. He probably ain't lying about that. He probably ain't. Like I said, it ain't just Democrats. Like I said, Republicans too. The rhinos. A lot of them don't like Trump either. All right? I'm just saying. And even if they do like him, I'm pretty sure some of them still was hanging with Jeffrey Epstein. Because a lot of men like young girls, y'all. Young, fresh meat. Nasty bastards. Whew.
Principle behind this rush to judgment. I want to close just with this thought, because I know there were a lot of people.
Full and total panic from Jamie Raskin, right?
Yep.
Over this removal.
Maybe his ass did something too. Maybe he's scared they're going to come after him. He should have sat his ass down, because now they're going to look into him. Yeah.
Man, Democrats really played themselves here. Because look, whether you believe Trump or not, whether you think he's on the files doing crazy stuff or not, he has been right since day one about the fact that Democrats are now starting to use this against him because they know of all the judges, lower court judges, and they know how crazy of a process it is just to release some because of the ongoing still investigations. They knew that they could play with the eyes of and the ears of the regular people who, again, might not know that information, which is a lot of Americans who, again, live paycheck to paycheck. They don't got time to worry about these things, but they got time to read some headlines that are going to read exactly what Jamie Raskin is trying to say, in my opinion. So this is, again, where it gets pretty crazy. And I want to play this from Scott Jennings as he stuns Ana Navarro and liberal CNN panel exposing that Jeffrey Epstein was colluding with the Democrats. He was colluding with the Democrats to hurt President Trump.
And you don't think that's not against the law? You're colluding with someone to hurt somebody's campaign? That's okay? But if Trump had done that, or any other Republican had done that, y'all would have been pissed off and mad. I'm talking about Democrats. Y'all would have been pissed off and mad. Said it's wrong, it's wrong. Get rid of him, get rid of them. They shouldn't have done that to Biden. Why do that to Biden? Why? They've always done it to Trump. Even in his first term when he was running. They did it to him then too. They did it this time too. And they're doing it while he's president. It's just crazy, y'all. It's crazy.
How was he his friend? You let me know.
Email exchanges does not mean that they did something
Yeah, like
criminal.
Larry Summers.
Okay, but I do.
Or Stacey Plaskett.
Yes.
The fact that they're having exchanges
exactly.
with Epstein.
That may not be
could interesting.
criminal. I do think it is wrong. I mean, people like Deepak Chopra.
Does
like
that-
that he
I
was
agree.
the most
Does that
human
apply?
being.
Does your concern apply to Stacey Plaskett?
Absolutely.
It applies to that. Did you just hear me?
Across the board.
Did you just hear me
You
say?
think she should resign? Should
There
she
you go
resign?
again.
Scott,
There you go again. Trying to make
it's
this
very,
into a
I think
Democrat
it's very,
versus
She was
Republican.
being
but Scott,
programmed
it's
by
very,
him
it's
after
very
the moment you
hypocritical
said we all
for
knew.
you to. It's
Well,
very
I think she's gotta
hypocritical for
explain
you
it.
to call out the.
They never let nobody talk. I would not go on that show because I would stand up and cuss everybody out. I'm just letting you know. I couldn't be on The View. I couldn't be on that show. I would stand up and cuss everybody out, even Whoopi's ass, okay? I would dare her to try to get up in my face like she did Judge Janine. I would dare her ugly ass. Sorry for calling you ugly, Whoopi, but you do look strange, okay? I ain't gonna lie. But somebody liked you. Ted Danson loved you. I guess he did. I have no idea. But you know what, though? You can't get up in everybody's face. You can't do that, okay? People gonna snap.
Names of only the Democrats, but not apply the very same logic to everyone.
What
who is
Republican
named.
was he programming?
Listen,
When I said Whoopi is ugly, because I know some of y'all gonna Sandfay girl, you ain't supposed to call nobody ugly. Her spirit is ugly. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Beauty is only skin deep. Everybody know what they like. But she's ugly inside. And her spirit is ugly. That's what I'm talking about. All right? So you ain't got to put that down in the comment section. All right? You ain't got to do that.
hold on. You're basically saying if you're named in these documents, I guess you're saying that they should be condemned. Anna is basically saying, yeah, let it all out. But you're the only one who's making a carve out for one person, and that's Donald Trump.
There's no evidence that he had any contact with Epstein after he excommunicated him, but we do have evidence that he was programming Democrat members of Congress. Why isn't that a big deal to you guys?
I guess the point-
Yes. Why is that not a big deal? The fact that he 1000% was programming and talking and texting these Democrats during congressional hearings, trying to give them information against President Trump. So what is the story here? Was President Trump a friend of Epstein doing bad things? Or was President Trump a bad guy to Epstein and Epstein was being helped by the Democrats to get Trump? Which one is it?
All of them should be prosecuted. All of them should step down. Because who else are they doing this to? You think Trump is the only one? The only one? They probably doing it against their opponents too when they're running for office. They're going to do it. That's what they're known for.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why releasing all these files is going to be very key to what we find from these Democrats. Trump has said that this is a Democrat problem. So we'll see. We'll see exactly whose problem it really is. But it does seem like the Democrats have a lot of problems here because
You forgot to say it's a rhino problem too. Rhinos up in there too, because they don't like Trump. Some of them don't. That's Republicans in name only. That's what that means, okay? You say you're Republican, but you don't believe in the same policies. And you side with the Democrats a lot of the time. Okay, that's what a rhino is, just in case you didn't know.
when Trump was president, Epstein was in that cell. What really happened? What actually went on behind all of this? Where is Merrick Garland? In all of this. This is information that we must know and we must find out. This is why this is important, because the Democrats are trying to use this to leverage themselves. Now that they can't use the shutdown, it feels like to me that this is something that, again, many Americans are behind. And if you think that this is not important, I gave this talk yesterday, that you are the problem, because there are many Americans willing to walk away, because this is the biggest deal. By the way, let me say this real quick. This is the biggest deal. Why we wake up every day and we fight evil, this is the evil that we're fighting. This is the most evil. And I understand the Democrats are trying to leverage this and try to use this against the Trump administration or whoever you may feel. Get out of your feelings and get to a logical response to this. Because many Americans feel like this is the end all be all. When you talk about children, when you talk about young girls, we talk about young boys, this is it. This is why we wake up every day, to protect those. And if those are not being protected, then we have a huge problem. That's why this is a huge deal. Don't ever get it messed up. Don't ever fall in love with politicians too much or a party too much, or think that you should be loyal to anything. I'm not loyal to anybody but Jesus Christ. And after that, my family. And after that, children, women, my people, everyone who I look at and I'm around that are children of God. That is who we should be literally protecting each and every day. So don't get it messed up here. Priorities should always be set. Why do we live these lives? We live these lives for those who come before, for those who come after us. There's a lot of people who claim that this isn't a big deal. No, this is a huge deal.
Yeah, it is.
And you must get on top of this, and you must show everyday Americans that this is a huge deal, because this has to do with the younger generation who was coming after us, and this never happening again. So that's my rant again. For those who claim that this is not important, it's very important. Trust me, it is. And a lot of Americans feel that way on both sides of the aisle, and even in the middle. So miss me with that one. God bless us. See you guys on the next one.
Tell me, y'all. Do you think that anything is going to be done? Are you going to continue to vote for these Democrat people who doing crooked stuff under the table? The people who are biased and hateful, sneaky, rats, low down, ugly spirit. Are you going to continue to vote for these people when you find out what they have been doing? A lot of them ain't going to care because it was against Trump. So they don't care what people do to Trump. Not thinking that they so damn low down and bad and hateful that they can do it to anybody. Hell, they can do it to you too if they know you, all right? But are you going to continue to vote for these type of people? Well, if you do, something is wrong with you, right? That means you are just like them. You're hateful. You're evil. Like I said once before, nobody's 100% good. Okay? Not even Trump. Okay? I'm pretty sure he's done some things, may continue to do some things that I don't like. But I believe in his policies and what he wants to do for America, right? There are a few things I don't like what he did, okay? But so far, right now, he is the best thing there is, okay? I don't care what y'all say. You can like who you like. Hell, you can like Biden. You can like Obama. You can like Clinton. I don't care who you like, all right? I'm not trying to talk you from being a Democrat. You can stay a Democrat. But if you had any damn sense, you would do your homework, okay, on these people. Now, a lot of this stuff is going to come down. A lot of y'all going to be upset. A lot of y'all ain't going to believe it, and you still going to vote Democrat. You still going to do it. So all I'm going to say to you people who still voting Democrat, don't complain when you have to pay more in taxes. Don't complain when the food goes back up and when the housing goes up. Don't complain when the gas go up. Don't complain when it's hard for you to live because you can't pay your bills. Don't complain because this is what you voted for, okay? Trump is trying to get the economy right, and I don't see anything wrong with that, okay? He's trying to get the people, the lazy people who refuse to work off the system and make them work to show them that you can do better for yourself and show your kids that you can be somebody. They don't have to be praising celebrities and athletes. They should be praising God Almighty and you, okay? Not really praising you, but they should love you way more than those celebrities and athletes. I'm just going to say this, y'all. Pay close attention in these next few days what's going to be happening. You're going to see it. You're going to see what this young man was talking about. Go follow him. You're going to see exactly what he's talking about. Like I said, I don't believe it's just Democrats. I believe it's Republicans too. They in there on that stuff too because like I said, a lot of them don't like him. They don't. And you got to ask yourself why. Why the hell you don't like Trump? Did he do something to you? Did he trigger something in your brain? Did he do something? Huh? A lot of people do stuff that you don't like. But do you hate him and try to get even with him? You got to watch out for a person like that who's trying to get even because they don't like what you say. Some of y'all got them in your family. You do. All right? Now, with all that being said, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And watch the next video coming up. Thank you.
Yeah.